I'm just gonna open them up just a little bit. Boys are making some sort of dam. Creek is actually flowing. This creek hasn't flowed like this in over a year. The swamp is full once again. There's a lot of water. There's some spots that are 2 feet deep. Good afternoon, beautiful people. That was a doozy of a rainstorm we had yesterday, last night. I think it was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning. It woke me up because it was coming down so hard. I mean, it was raining cats and dogs. It was just a roar. And, you know, we have that metal roof, so it's that much louder. I love having a metal roof. I love listening to the rain. It's one of the best songs in the world. All right, so since it's done raining, I can't really do a whole lot else out here. Something I'm gonna work on today, I need to start pruning our fruit trees, and I need cuttings. So, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So this row up here is the apple trees that were here when we got here. This particular tree right here, all of the growth that has lichen, what is that called? Old man's beard or something like that. This tree was really only like, I don't know, 3 feet tall. And we started putting compost and wood chips around it and feeding it, and it just took off. It has done so good since we started feeding it. Basically all of this stuff is all new growth, and it's been that same way with all of the trees in this line. I don't know how old they are, but they're old enough to produce. I don't know if they were grown from seed or what. I don't know what the story is. I assume these were purchased by the former owner, because there is one down there that has a very obvious graft union, so it was a purposely planted tree. Anyways, I could talk about trees all day. I probably will end up talking about trees all day. These trees need to get pruned. They're a little bit taller than I want, a little bit, well, not even taller. I just need to thin them out. There's a whole bunch of growth on the inside of the tree where it doesn't need to be. I would rather start shaping these to where they spread out a little bit more, rather than going so high that we can't pick the apples. At the same time, I'm actually going to save everything I cut off for cuttings. Something I'm going to experiment with in the spring. We have all these Bradford pears everywhere, and I have read, I don't know if I'm gonna have any luck, considering it'll be a first for me, I've read you can use the Bradford pear stock as a grafting stock for other pear trees, possibly apple trees. And I've seen videos on YouTube where people have successfully grafted apples to Bradford pear rootstocks. So this is something I've been waiting to start on. And you know, again, I can't really start on it until spring, but I can get all my cuttings now. I can cut what I'm gonna cut, get as far as I can get today, and then put the stuff in the fridge and just save it until spring. I think it would be really, really cool if these random Bradford pears I have around the property that I haven't got to cutting down yet, all of a sudden go from a thorny, nasty mess that doesn't do anything but pop tires to a productive fruit tree. I think that would be really, really cool. I'm gonna set this camera up and I'm gonna get trimming. So I'm actually not gonna take a huge amount of these trees. I'm just gonna open them up just a little bit, kind of get the stuff that's growing to the inside. I really want them to kind of like spread out. I'm not really worried about espalier or anything real crazy right now. All right, I've got a decent pile of sticks I can sort through and get what I'm getting for saving for cuttings. And then I'm just gonna move on down. Basically all of everything I cut off, I'm just gonna bundle up. I've got a spot in the fridge I can stash them until spring when everything starts warming up, and then I'll get to grafting. The big monstrosity. So this is one that had suckered so bad when we got here. This one we could actually see, we could tell, hey, that looks like an apple tree, but we couldn't tell which stem was the sucker. I think I actually chose wrong, and I chose one that I thought was the original, and I trimmed it, and it might have been the graft. Couldn't tell, they were all the same size. That's how suckers will outgrow the graft if you let them, because that's the rootstock's actual tree. Well, now I have 1, 2, 3 trunks, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of them are not the graft. This one only produced like 1 apple this year, and the crows got it, so I don't even know if it was a good apple. But this one has also grown really, really well, and we're just gonna roll with it. So I'll thin it out a little bit because it's kind of a big mess, and we'll just continue to let it do its thing. All right, I got a good pile of sticks I've trimmed off of here. I've opened it up a lot. I'm going to encourage these trees to kind of grow sideways. All of the lateral branches, all the ones that grow out horizontally, that's where all the blooms and the fruit are gonna wanna pop up. So up here, I need a ladder. I'm too short. Whereas this tree, I could reach everything I wanted to. I don't know if I'm gonna do the tie-up method where I actually come in here and tie string and pull them down and let them grow. It's not the right time of year to try to train trees, so I'll do it in the spring. All I'm doing right now is just opening everything up and collecting sticks for cuttings. This one kind of has some weird shapes going on. I'm just gonna leave it. I like weird. Got a peach tree. I think I might trim that up because it's a little crazy. Actually, all the peach trees kind of need it, but I really want them to get bigger. And this year we actually saw a lot of growth out of a lot of these trees. Like, look at this one. This one, thought it was kind of funny. This is a pear tree. This thing's probably about, oh, I don't know. That looks like 15 feet tall. And it happened after I started putting in my nitrogen fixers. So yeah, I'm just gonna get in here and see what needs trimming. Enough talking, I'm gonna get clipping again. All right, I feel pretty good about the trimming I have done. I'm gonna go grab a wheelbarrow or something and pick up all my sticks and figure out if I can fit them all in the fridge or if I need to cut them shorter. All right, my help is here. Trying to keep her out of the puddles is kind of difficult. All right, so that's all of my apple cuttings. Don't stay out of the water, you're gonna get all wet. All right, I'm gonna quit talking and try to keep her occupied. She wanted desperately to come outside. Huh? You and your little hat and your jacket. All right, let's go in the orchard and we'll pick up some more sticks. never been so excited for sticks. And sister decided to put her feet in the water. So, someone's got wet feet, huh? You wanna put that in the wheelbarrow? And then we can take them up.
Millie's coming. Millie! Millie, come here!
That's Sketch. This is Millie. Millie's right here. All right, since I need my hands to wrangle that one and a wheelbarrow, I'm gonna turn off the camera, put the camera in the wheelbarrow, and then try to get her and the wheelbarrow up there without falling in any more puddles. Leave it open, I'm gonna go in there. All right, well, she's occupied. All right, I'm gonna grab some of these, I'm gonna trim them up, basically make them fit in a grocery bag so I can stash them in the fridge until, I don't know, March, something like that, just a couple months. I've got some peach cuttings. I didn't really get a whole bunch because I don't have a whole lot that I want to try grafting. The pear and the apple's really what I'm after. Those are what I'm going to try grafting onto a Bradford pear tree. So I don't need all of these to save as cuttings, but I'll just pick through them, see what I need, and make a bag or two, and I'll have lots of room for experimentation. This one. Just dawned on me, you guys probably can't see what I'm doing from all the way over there, so I'll bring you over here. I'm basically just cutting all of these sticks up into grocery bag sized pieces. I want to say I should probably be cutting them a little bit longer for storage. There's so many books I've read, and this guy says to keep them this long, this guy says to keep them that long. One of the nice things about these cuttings is they're from right here. So if these don't work out in the fridge, then I can just go out and cut some more and take them over and graft them. I figure since I needed to trim those trees anyways, it would be a cool experiment. You don't know what you don't know. This is all new to me. I've read about it, I've watched videos about it. Actually doing it is totally different. You know, I don't claim to be a professional. Don't follow my example on this one. Cat won't eat chicken food.
The cat.
Cats only eat cat food. They don't like chicken food. I think I've got what I'm gonna save for this experiment that you guys will, if you stay tuned, you will get to see it play out. Hopefully by this time next year, I'll be saving a lot more cuttings because I had a ringing success. So I've got a whole bunch of applewood cuttings. I've got a mix of hardwood and soft, like greenwood cuttings. I've got peach and I've got pear. I'm going to experiment with them all. I've got a couple peach trees that are up in the orchard that are all like from seed. I think it'd be cool. Like, we know that these are going to produce good fruit, and we don't know if these are going to produce good fruit. So might as well graft a branch on there, and we have one branch that produces good fruit from a known tree. Yeah, it's just cool. It's really fun. All right, I'm gonna find a place in our shed fridge to stash these, and then I'm gonna go inside. What'd you get?
Cat food.
Oh, dear sweet goodness, sister. That's a lot of chicken feed. So I walk in the door and it smells really good in here.
Fatty Christmas.
So I didn't know snickerdoodles were on the list.
They were on the list.
Whew. Yeah, I can tell it's cold outside when I come inside and the camera fogs up.
Yeah.
Taking my boots off to put on my old man slippers. I've passed the point where comfort is more important than style.
Amen, brother.
Like, I don't care. My old man moccasins.
Clearly.
Yeah.
It's the day
You got the Carhartt with the yoga pants and socks. Like,
It's so bad.
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, hey. Did he take it? That was his. He helped roll.
Okay.
So he got a little one.
Okay.
I see that you're helping yourself to that.
Woo! Where'd all this come from?
Green Sock Garden sent us some treats.
Some treats.
Yes, they're very, very sweet. They're an amazing company. Like, the people are just like so kind.
Yeah, actually, something I ordered months ago showed up today. Let's see if I can pull it up without causing damage. Almost a dozen chestnut trees, bare root chestnut trees. My parents sent us some citrus for Christmas.
Yes.
So, like, it feels like Christmas today. Like, trees showed up. Chocolates.
Tasty things.
I mean, it's just, what a great day.
I know, right?
All right, well, I'm gonna go stick these trees in some water.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll be back.
All right.
All right, so in my forever quest to find trees, especially chestnut trees, these are Dunstan chestnuts. I got these from Walmart, and I've actually had a lot of you guys tell me these Dunstan chestnuts are horrible, don't buy them. It's like, well, that would have been nice to know about 5 trees ago. But at the same time, there is a company called Route 9 that I found on the internet. Don't quote me, I think they were in New York. I'm not positive. And I was able to get some bare root. Like, oh, there we go. Yeah, they're bare root-ish. They have some soil in there. Was able to get those really cheap compared to, you know, $35 a tree. I think these were somewhere in the range of like $10 a tree, which is way better price. So I think I got, it's either 10 or 12. I'll see if there's any suggestions. Seeing there's actual soil with them, I can just take them and put them in some of these, well, I mean, they're all together. I could stick them in a pot all together and they'll be just fine until I'm ready to separate them and plant them. So I'm gonna do that right now. Yeah, so the company's called Route 9 Cooperative. I'm terrible with names. Those are beautiful. It's like Christmas came early. All right, back inside. All right, so this is something I haven't had since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Well, variations. So the meal that we were actually intending to do was stuffed shells.
Yes.
Can't find stuffed shells anywhere.
Well, couldn't find shells, like the pasta shells.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. We couldn't find the big, giant, they look like, what are the little shells called? Just shells?
Shells, yeah.
They're just, I mean, they're massive, and you stuff them full of cheese, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
We could find manicotti, so that was what we did.
Yeah.
Hat of shame.
Her brothers came up with that. I don't even know what it is, but like cone of shame, but hat of shame. I don't know.
And now she'll put something on as a hat and be like, hat of shame. It's like, okay, well.
Goofball.
All right.
So anyways, no shells available.
It's been one of those days.
Lord, get me through the rest of this day. But they had manicotti, so we're doing manicotti night.
All right, let's eat.
All right.
That hit the spot. That was quite delicious. All of our, aside from the pasta, it was all our ingredients.
Yeah, the cheese. Well, I used mozzarella that's store-bought.
Okay.
Yeah, the cheese from the cow and the sauce that I made this summer. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty, we're gonna wrap it up right here. We are out of daylight.
Yep.
The day is over.
Yes. The end.
Thank God. These days of being cooped up, man, sometimes they're hard. And next week it's supposed to get down really cold. It's like
really cold.
Sometimes that's even worse than the rain because it's just cold. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, I prefer the cold to the heat. So
Yep.
it's all good.
Yep.
All right. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.